4 common barriers to unwinding and what you can do about them. We all know unwinding is good for us. After all, think how wonderful it feels to relax after a long and difficult day. There's no better way to shed stress or ease worry. Unfortunately, though, sometimes unwinding is easier said than done. If you're having a tough time unwinding, it's time for intentionality in your next actions. Let's look at some of the barriers to letting go and what you can do about them. Current events have you down. The problem with being plugged in every second of the day is we become very aware of what's going on in the world. It can lead to a lot of worry and stress about things happening worldwide, to where it seems impossible to relax at the end of the day. The fix? Limit your media exposure. For example, make a point not to watch the news before bed, or allow yourself only a certain amount of time following the news every day. You feel like there's too much to do. The problem with being busy is it's always possible to get busier. While this can be great news for your business, it can wreak havoc on your ability to end the day and unwind. The fix? Create a schedule where you quit all extra activities for the day at a certain time. If anything is unfinished, jot it down on tomorrow's to-do list and let it go so you can unwind properly. You don't have time to unwind. This one can be a difficult one, especially if you're used to scheduling your day to be busy. The problem? You're leading yourself straight to burnout. The fix? It's pretty simple. Start scheduling time to unwind every day. Be strict with yourself about using it. You don't think you deserve time off. Unfortunately, we're taught that we needed to be productive every minute of the day from the time we're children. It leads to many complicated feelings about taking time off, even to unwind at the end of the day. The fix? A reality check can do wonders here. Unwinding is a crucial part of being productive. Without rest, you can't possibly do more later. Want to go one better? Spend some time rewiring your brain to accept one very simple truth. You deserve time to yourself. We all do. End of story. 5 tips for helping you to unwind when worried. Some days we'd rather not go through. Let's face it, we all go through times of intense stress and worry. The idea of unwinding at all in these circumstances can feel impossible. At the same time, it's these bad days where we need to unwind more than ever. With this in mind, let's take a look at several tips designed to help you unwind, even when you're worried. Start by getting back into the moment. A lot of what we're doing when we're worrying is living in the future. We're caught in a world of what if and speculation. This is why it's crucial to get back into the here and now. Mindfulness or meditation can help you focus on where you are right now. Close your eyes and focus on your breathing. Don't allow thoughts to intrude. Instead, allow yourself to drift, thinking about whatever you hear or smell. It doesn't have to take long. Even a few minutes of mindfulness will help you to unwind significantly. Are you being reasonable? What are you worried about most often? Is this a reasonable worry? Sometimes all we need to unwind is a quick reality check. You might be overthinking things. If you're not sure if you see the situation clearly, this might be a good time to talk to someone else about what's going on. Do they see things the same way? Let go. There are some things you're not going to be able to change about what's going on right now. Remind yourself, whatever is happening is just another piece of this particular segment of your life. You will get through it. You'll find it easier to relax if you can release what is out of your control. Forget the fortune teller. Sometimes when we're worried, we're falling into the trap of thinking things are very black and white. Generally speaking, things are seldom as bad as we imagine them to be. Take a deep breath and let the situation unfold, as it will without trying to predict the future. What are you telling yourself? Sometimes we get in the habit of seeking out the negative, especially when it comes to ourselves. Could it be you're worried about something which isn't even true? Consider the words you use when talking to yourself. If you're using more negative than positive phrasing, start changing the dialogue to more positive statements. It's a lot easier to unwind when you're not beating yourself up all the time. While these tips might not necessarily solve the crisis in your life, they'll help you to put even difficult times into a better perspective, allowing you to at least take some time to breathe and figure out the next steps. Truly, you've got this. 6 things to do when you're having trouble unwinding. There are some things in life you expect to be easy. Relaxing after a busy day should be one of them, right? Not always. Sometimes it can be difficult to let the day go. When this happens, unwinding can stall out. You feel restless and stuck, tired, but weirdly enough, wide awake at the same time. Everything feels wrong, and you don't know what to do. Luckily, there are several things you can do when this happens. Find the root cause. Sometimes we're restless because our thoughts are stirring us up. To be able to unwind, you're going to have to dig deep and sort out what you're feeling. Next, acknowledge the emotion. You have a right to feel what you feel. Finally, ask yourself what solution you can find for this problem. Take a break from all the noise. It's hard to unwind when we're constantly flitting between checking emails, surfing social media, or trolling news feeds. While it's great to be so connected to the world, these behaviors will wreak havoc on your ability to unwind. By making a goal to turn off the devices for a set time every day, you'll help to create an atmosphere that will help you relax. Change your scenery. Sometimes we associate certain places with certain actions. For example, your home office might inspire productivity and creativity, which is great when you need to get things done, but not helpful when you're trying to unwind. How about creating a special nook with a comfy place to sit, a few plants, and items that bring you peace and help you feel tranquil? Make this your special spot to unwind. Try some light exercise. Taking a walk, yoga, or Tai Chi will help you unwind in easy and gentle ways, which also helps you stretch and burn off residual energy while encouraging you to monitor your breathing, relax, and let go of your day. Plan a getaway. If you're feeling tense and all your typical strategies to unwind just aren't cutting it anymore, maybe you need a longer break. When was the last time you had a vacation? Even a weekend away or a staycation at home can be extremely beneficial in the long run to bring you back to a place of peace and relaxation. Talk to someone. Occasionally, if problems unwinding are persistent, it might be helpful to talk to a professional about it. Counselors can help identify the problem that keeps you from unwinding properly and guide you through exercises designed specifically for your needs. Never be afraid to ask for help when you need it. 6 ways your entire family can unwind together. We all go through stressful times. As a family, we can especially reach a point where it feels like the whole house will boil over. It is especially true if you've been having one of those rough days, full of errands and necessary activities such as school, work, or other obligations. When this happens, the best thing you can do is unwind. Unwinding is all about creating downtime, where stress, worry, and overwhelm all fall away. Even better, though, is the idea of being able to unwind in a family. The family which can relax together builds close bonds which cannot be shaken. What are some quick ways the family can unwind? Tell a story. Here's the time to pull out your old vacation photos or look at other pictures you have around the house. Invite family members to talk about what they remember about the day. You can set up this time best by carefully selecting pictures beforehand, which you know will lead to the best stories, especially the ones filled with laughter. Watch a movie. Speaking of laughter, this would be the perfect time for a comedy. Funny movies help keep the mood light. Also, laughter has been proven through various studies to lower blood pressure while at the same time stimulating endorphins in the brain, which help us to relax and feel good at the moment. Have a hot beverage. What about some tea or hot chocolate? Warm beverages naturally require time to drink them, which gives everyone a breather. The warmth also reduces cortisol, a hormone associated with stress, why bubble baths can also be relaxing. Take a walk. Exercise has so many benefits, it should almost go without saying. The best part about taking a walk together, though, is it gives time for conversations while at the same time doesn't leave anyone out. You can use a stroller for the youngest family members. For bonus points, look for a way to walk somewhere you can appreciate nature, such as a park or a forest. Did you know being around plants of any variety can lower stress levels? Have a snack. While grabbing food when stressed isn't a great habit to get into, a little treat can do wonders for the mood. Having a supply of snack-sized sweets allows you to enjoy without going overboard. Watch your kids' eyes light up when offered an unexpected sweet. Remember the day. If you're looking to unwind at the end of the day, add this game to your bedtime routine. Go around the room and ask everyone to talk about something they really enjoyed about the day. 7 fast fixes to help you unwind when overwhelmed. Sometimes it feels as though everything in the world is coming at you at once. Between work, relationships, kids, and a dozen other responsibilities, it's no wonder it feels like there's never time to unwind. The problem? If you never give yourself a break, you very quickly become overwhelmed. Ask a question. When something new comes at you, the first question to ask yourself is a simple one. Is this my problem? This might instead be an opportunity to set a boundary. You'll find much of your attention unwinding every time you say no. Bring nature indoors. Numerous studies have shown just a hint of fresh greenery or natural elements can create a calmer atmosphere. Try adding a plant, a collection of seashells, or a small Zen garden or a Buddha board to your space. Make a point of focusing on these elements when you're feeling stressed to help you unwind. Grab a tune. Find a song on your playlist that always leaves you feeling calm and peaceful. Play it when you need a quick moment to unwind. Try a pleasing scent. Aromatherapy has a lot of science behind it. Some smells are especially conducive towards easing anxiety. Just a sniff of bergamot, lavender, or frankincense will help you feel calmer almost instantly. Step outside. A short walk can build a lot of perspective and help you unwind, even if you don't go far. Make sure to take some deep breaths or fresh air while you're out there. Put on a happy face. When we smile, we change more than the shape of our faces. A smile quickly changes mood and even gives you a burst of endorphins in your brain, which are responsible for making us feel happy. The best part, a smile can help you unwind even if you're not feeling it initially. This is because even fake smiles tend to become real ones very quickly. Set an alarm. Sometimes we need a reminder to adopt a change of attitude to unwind. Try setting the alarm on your phone several specific times every day. When one of the alarms goes off, either take a mindfulness moment for a quick meditation or take a moment to read an affirmation. If you're strapped for time when the alarm goes off, use this moment to take a few deep breaths to give yourself a taste of unwinding before continuing with whatever you are doing. While not every tip is going to work, be patient with yourself. Keep trying until you find the methods which give you the space to breathe. After all, unwinding is crucial to your mental health. 7 techniques you can use to help your child unwind. Have you ever had a great day with your family only to find your child isn't quite ready for the fun to be over when bedtime comes around? Simply put, sometimes the world is just too fun to let go, meaning now the junior members of the family are so wound up, you as a parent know it's going to be a long night. Or is it? What if you can help your child unwind after even the best or most exciting day, so they can easily go to sleep at a reasonable hour? Don't believe it? Try these techniques and see what happens. Let them play. While this might seem counterintuitive, kids burn off a lot of energy when they're playing. By giving them some free, unstructured time, they'll run off a lot of excess energy and even work through some of what happened. It doesn't have to be long, even a few minutes helps. Take a walk. As with playing, a little exercise can go a long way toward unwinding. The best part of walking, though, is you get to unwind right along with them. You might be surprised to find out you need this downtime every bit as much as they do. Engage in conversation. In a long, heartfelt conversation, let your child talk about what they did today. Ask lots of open-ended questions, asking them to describe their day and what they liked about it. The best part? You can enjoy seeing your outing from their point of view as you both decompress. Get creative. Your child might want to draw or spend some time writing about their day as part of remembering it. Or if they're not old enough to be this articulate, or maybe want to be creative, you can give them some clay or some other materials and just let them create whatever they feel like. Work the routine. Even if you're going to bed later than normal, following your typical bedtime routine will help them to wind down and slip into the idea it's time to go to bed. It's important not to skip portions of this routine even if you're late, as your child already has a strong connection with this routine, and you want to disturb this process of unwinding as little as possible. Add some music. As your child settles into sleep, very soft music or ambient sounds designed for bedtime or relaxation might help them to unwind further. Ask them to breathe. Even children can learn to breathe to a rhythm if you count for them. Several long, slow, deep breaths are sometimes all you need to send a little one right off to sleep. The important thing here is to listen to your child. Choose what they're naturally inclined to do. Some kids process better through talk, others through play. Learn what works best for your child and go from there. You've got this. 7 things to do when stressed to help you unwind. The car didn't start this morning. Your child is homesick. The deadline you thought was tomorrow was yesterday. You just got into a fight with your significant other. All day long, we're confronted with different kinds of stress. Generally, we can take it. From the time we're kids, we learn how to roll with the punches and even take pride in our ability to get up and keep trying. But what happens when you've had a day filled with stress? When it wasn't just a matter of one thing going wrong, but several things, all at once. When stress feels overwhelming, recovering takes a little extra work. Thankfully, you can do some very specific things when stressed to help you unwind. Practice deep breathing. Deep breathing is the first thing most people think of when unwinding. Why? Because it works. There's no wrong way to do this. Just take several deep breaths until you feel some of the tension ease in your body. Send yourself somewhere else. Sometimes all you need to do to unwind is to take a minute to block out the world. Try closing your eyes for at least 30 seconds. Picture some place which gives you peace. Layer in as many details as possible until you feel like you're there. Give yourself a massage. A hand massage with some lotion will take the tension right out of your hands. Rolling the bottom of your foot over a tennis ball or a golf ball will give you a nice little foot massage. Sure, it's not quite the same thing as a spa day, but it works to perk you up again and is a whole lot more affordable. Declutter. Did you know that just being in a messy room can cause you distress? To unwind from a stressful day, the act of cleaning can be quite effective at helping you unwind. The best part, you get a clean room out of the deal, which means less to stress about later. Drink something hot. Green tea is good at releasing anger. Hot chocolate can reduce stress. Even coffee is known to lower blood pressure. Having something warm means you need to take time to drink your beverage of choice slowly, meaning you have some time to decompress while you're enjoying your treat. So many good ways to unwind. Get it on. Sex with someone you love is good for you on so many levels. When it comes to unwinding, there's no better way to erase stress from your day. Take a nap. Finally, sometimes the best way to deal with stress is to give your body a natural way to unwind through sleep. Everything relaxes when you're slumbering, so even a short nap can do you a world of good. 7 things you can do at work to unwind. Everyone goes through stressful times at work. Think about the last hectic day you had. Between deadlines and on-the-job demands, it can get pretty easy to fall into stress and not see a clear way out again. The next time this happens to you, consider these tips for things you can do at work to unwind. Try a micro massage. While it's not convenient to indulge in a full-body massage at work, you can certainly ease a little tension by concentrating on something you use all the time, your hands. No matter what you're doing, fingers and hands can get tired easily. The muscles will especially tighten up if you're spending a lot of time on the computer. A little lotion and some deep massage as you apply it can help you to unwind very easily. Switch your playlist. If you're able to listen to music at work, putting on music that helps you relax will change the entire rhythm of the day. Or, if you're not into music, why not try some ambient nature sounds to help you unwind? Grab a snack. Certain foods or drinks can do wonders for helping you to unwind. Studies have shown oranges are especially good for relaxation. So are warm beverages such as green tea, also loaded with antioxidants, that help relieve stress. Take a breath. No matter what kind of job you hold, you can always take time to breathe. Box breathing is especially effective. Step back from what you're doing and take in a deep breath slowly to the count of 4. Hold it for another count of 4 before exhaling. Again to the count of 4. Do this 4 times for best results. Pick up a scent. Having a small vial of essential oils you can sniff when feeling anxious or stressed can work wonders for the mood. For unwinding, try lavender, frankincense, or bergamot. Move around. There are tons of exercises you can do right at your desk. A quick search will give you numerous results for everything from leg lifts or seated bicycles to side planks or shoulder presses. The best part? You'll unwind, reduce stress, and help yourself stay fit at the same time. Get outside. There's a lot to be said for the benefits of fresh air and exposure to nature. Even taking just a few minutes outside can change your entire perspective as you unwind, helping you feel more creative and relaxed by the time you come back in. While regaining your equilibrium at work might seem challenging sometimes, taking a few minutes for any one of these items is well worth the time investment. Once you unwind, you'll feel more energized and ready to tackle the next challenge. 7 tiny breaks which will help you to unwind quickly. Have you ever heard the phrase, "all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy"? If you've watched the movie The Shining, you know there's a special significance to those words. This simple sentence conveys a very basic truth. We can't spend every moment of every day being productive, regardless of what time management professionals teach us. Sometimes you need a chance to unwind, if for no other reason than for the sake of your mental health and well-being. The question is, how can you get what you need when you don't have time to unwind? The answer is easy. You find it in micro breaks, designed to help you unwind. Close your eyes and breathe. Sometimes all you need is a super short vacation. Give yourself one by staying right where you are and sending your mind on a break instead. Learn something new. Grab a language lesson from Duolingo. Read a short article of interest. Spend a few minutes on a hobby. Teach yourself a card trick. Doing things that stimulate the brain helps you unwind whatever stress or anxiety you've been accumulating throughout the day. Move. Got time for a few stretches, a short walk, or some basic exercises? You'd be amazed at the difference in how you feel if you unwind through exercise. Journal. You wouldn't think you could write a decent journal entry in a few minutes, but you can if you're making a bullet point journal or keeping short lists instead of going for a long, more traditional entry. Jot down good experiences, accomplishments, or even just things you like about your day for the biggest benefit when it comes to unwinding. Treat yourself. There's something to be said for a small piece of chocolate or another small treat during the day when you're feeling anxious or overwhelmed and need to unwind very quickly. Talk to someone. We all benefit from being social now and again. How about a quick phone call to a friend or a couple of messages on social media to reconnect? Go stargazing. If you're lucky enough to be away from light pollution, you can venture outside to take a look at the stars if it's dark out. Or, if it's daylight, see if you can find shapes in clouds. Unwinding through nature is incredibly satisfying and very restful. Of course, all the micro breaks in the world aren't going to be a substitution for a real rest. At some point, you're going to need to unwind. At least for now, though, having a small break is better than nothing at all. Take what you can get and plan for a better period to unwind later. 9 things to do at home when stressed to help you unwind. It's been a long day, and you're finally walking in through the front door of your home. You finally made it. Now, all you want to do is unwind and spend the rest of the day relaxing until bed. But what's the best way to do this without having to run out and find supplies? The answer is simple. You use what's already on hand. Roll it. Have you got sore feet? Unwind by giving yourself a foot massage by running the bottoms of your feet over a tennis ball or a golf ball. Stretch out. Lay on the floor as comfortably as possible and unwind by progressively tightening and relaxing each muscle group in turn. When you feel like you're going to melt into the floor, you've found it. Pet your furry friends. Holding and petting a dog or cat is a truly satisfying way to unwind, having been proven to be a quick way to lower blood pressure. Drink water. When you're dehydrated, you feel stress more acutely. By drinking more water in the day, you keep a lot of health issues at bay and give yourself an excuse to get up and move every few hours when you need the bathroom. Create a routine. We all thrive more when we know what's coming next. If you've been stressing a lot lately, being able to fall into a routine when you first get home will do wonders for getting you to relax. Create a list. If you're stressed about things you have to do, make a list when you first get home of the tasks preying on your mind. Now, unwind by setting your list somewhere you'll be sure to see it in the morning. Tell yourself this is no longer yours to carry tonight, and be sure to pick it up on your way out the door tomorrow. Turn off the news. If you're already stressed, the last thing you need is to start worrying about the state of the world. Save the headlines for when you're starting your day, and instead look for quieter pastimes to unwind. Binge watch a favorite sitcom or grab a book instead. Clean. Light physical activity does a lot for reducing stress. You'll also find you're able to relax better in tidy surroundings. With this in mind, why not clean up the house as a means of helping yourself to unwind? Address your soul. Watch a church service online. Practice meditation. Pray. Be zen. Whatever your spiritual practice is, now is a great time to unwind stress and find your spirituality. No matter what you choose, the key here is to be intentional in what you do when you first get home. Pay attention to how you're feeling and how your mood changes when you try different items on this list. Keep what works best for you to help you unwind. In the end, only you know what will give you the greatest ability to relax after a difficult day.